Welcome to the Corona Chronicles, episode number 17. I'm your co-host, Jay Reason, and I'm here with the one and only Danny Diablo.
Yeah! What's up, everybody? Do I look all right?
Yeah, man, you always look
I got
good.
dope shit.
Oh, you know what's funny?
Happy birthday, Roddy Piper. Rest in peace. Happy birthday, nigga.
Speaking of Roddy Piper, I just seen his A&E.
Yeah, yes,
Doc was
his
really good.
documentary's out. Yo, fist bumping.
Was dope.
I met him like he went to we had for the Frank 151 book in New York City. They had a party for the book, and it was like Mike Gallo DJing and like Sid the Kid or something. When we did it, it was me, DJ Muggs, and like De Niro's daughter. And Roddy Piper was there, nigga.
That's awesome. Yeah,
I met him. He was such a cool guy, big guy. That was years ago. But it was cool, man.
Yeah,
cool.
The documentary was A&E was doing that. They had that one, and then I seen some other show they did with where they were going around looking for all the old wrestling shit. So like Mankind's shit and Kane shit. And I'm not a wrestling guy, but it was pretty good. So
Yvonne was home like bugging out, right?
Oh, I'm sure. No, he plays it cool in front of his girlfriend. So he's probably like, no, I don't like that shit. I'm sure he's probably...
Yvonne. One time I was in LaGuardia Airport, and Yvonne had to pick me up, right? So I'm walking out. He's waiting for me. I'm walking out. I'm talking to Stone Cold Steve Austin, and he bugged out so bad on me. He was so mad at me because you know how I am.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, we were talking all the time, and shout out to Stone Cold Steve Austin, one of the nicest guys. But he kept it real. He was wearing the same outfit he wear. The camouflage hunter. He looked exactly how he looks. You know what I mean? He talks exactly how he talks, and I think he's about that life. You know?
Yo, that's crazy.
So we were talking, but Yvonne comes. He's like, "Hey, Mr. Austin." They started asking all these questions about Raw, but it was crazy. I was like, "What, this nigga is nerding out on him." But
yo, shout out Yvonne.
Saw he was really nerding out. It was like he was so happy. I was like, "Oh, that's like it." But I was like, "Yo, who's gonna walk out of LaGuardia Airport and hang out with someone because he wasn't?"
Yo, that's amazing, man. So, yo, everybody, welcome to fucking today's episode, Corona Chronicles 17. Speaking of, I think we're going to have to figure out, because now that kind of shit's like opening back up and stuff, are we going to keep calling it Corona Chronicles? Or are we going to go back to...
know.
Yeah, we got to think about that. Because I like that the... straight up Diablo's Den is in person.
Yeah,
I feel like that should keep that. But
it's pretty. Yeah, it's still the Corona.
Is it still okay? We're gonna have to figure that, because we might have to come up with a.
No, because wait,
might have to be another spin-off kind.
No, not tomorrow. It reopens fully like June 1st.
When it opens fully, when New York City opens fully.
Yeah. No, I know. I'm not saying obviously. I'm just thinking though, moving forward that probably end of Corona Chronicles might be like number 20. Or something, because we're on number 17. So we might just and then come up with a spin-off similar to the Ropers to Three's Company, like a little sidestep there.
Yeah, definitely.
I want to talk about a couple things first. You want to talk music, or you want to talk about the show in the park?
Ooh, if you want to get down to that's like.
Well, I don't know. I'm just asking. I mean, listen, I'm just asking.
Show in the park.
Well, I was just asking. I mean, listen, that's the last thing.
Oh, this is so. Yeah, listen.
I don't know. Listen, all I'm gonna say. No, hold on. I just want to say. It looked like, did you have a good time? Because it looked amazing. I had the shop. I wish I could have been there.
I had the best time of my life.
Like a lot of fun.
I saw people I haven't seen in 10 years. I saw a person I haven't seen in 20 years.
Yeah.
And walking, but people understand in the park. I went to the outside and saw I went past a whole bunch of all the the dope heads and junkies all stay in one corner. At least 700 of those motherfuckers in the corner. And I bumped into a guy I haven't seen since '93. Wow. This guy was a boy of mine. I'm not gonna say no names, but it was sad.
That sucks. Dude,
yeah. And he's like, "Yo, E, what's up? You're a rock star now." Blah blah blah. Like this dude stopped hanging out from '93 because he found heroin.
Oh, that's sad.
And he was, and I'm not saying that God bless him.
All good.
Anything like that. But I looked at him and I was like, you missed my whole fucking career, B. Like after we were in the streets doing that shit, I started doing music and whatever, and he never seen that.
Right.
And fucking, he just saw me touring. The last time I saw him was probably hung out with him was in 1992 when the City Wall Tour Biohazard in Long Island.
Wow.
The Biohazard played, you know, like, and
that's a lot. That's like, like you said, that's pretty much misses your
my whole career. So,
so
he was like, "Oh, you guys are rock stars now. You mad boy rock stars now." And I was like, "Damn, you're a junkie. You know, you're still a fucking junkie, bro." And I'm just like, your life is just hang out. So people don't understand. The park was packed, but it was packed with one section junkies, other section white people who fucking moved to the neighborhood and just like, "Oh, this is cool," and walk around. And the other section is Puerto Ricans. We love that park. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I saw.
So the whole side was basketball, and hip hop, and what people working out. The park was full of people from all over. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean it looked sick. I had the shop, so I couldn't find anybody to cover because if not, obviously I would have been there. I saw Yvonne. I mean, it looked so much fun. I saw you on stage, and I saw Jimmy, saw Hoya, who looks amazing.
Hoya, the first time seeing Hoya.
He looks great, man. Shout out to Hoya Rock, man. I don't
know what happened to my friend Hoya. Some guy pretending he was Hoya, and I was looking at him. I was like, "Where's Hoya?" He said, "He's half the man he used to be." Now Hoya looks fucking. Listen, look at me. Hoya looks fucking great.
Yeah, shout out,
Hoya,
man.
Shout out to my brother Hoya. Cassidy Hoya. Me and Hoya are best friends. We've been best friends since we were 15 years old. You know what I mean? And the thing is, we always talk to each other, but we have rivalry podcasts that we have coffee rivals, and we also clothing line rivals. So it's good, clean fun. But he says I'm evil and I don't support him. And he's like, I support you. He actually did a commercial saying, "Look, he had a New York hardcore streetwear shirt on, talking century. Like, I support." He's like, "Just support my shit." I was like,
man, big shout out to Hoya, man. I myself,
Hoya, I love you. Go check his podcast, Smoking Word podcast.
Yes.
I was a guest on it last time. It was funny and amazing. We talked mad shit about all you pussy motherfuckers in hardcore.
I love listening to Hoya's podcast, man. It's a really fun one. He has a lot of good guests, and his dynamic with the guests is similar to yours. So I always like both of you too because you both subtly talk about each other on each podcast and tell stories and stuff.
You want to talk some shit? Come on, let's talk about the park and all the fucking hurt fucking pussies.
Well, listen, we're not.
Everyone, all you people who are talking, it's so weird. These people who are talking on the internet, you would never say this stuff to cousin Joel in his face. Like, mind your fucking business, bro. You know what I mean? You know what happens? You people are so fucking weird. You mean it's like, imagine if you know what if your father's business did something wrong? I want to go to your father's business is wrong. It's like people just it's so weird. These people. It's like, all right, you don't want to go, then don't go.
Yeah.
Friends, and listen, in New York City alone, Jay, New York City alone, people are all together for protesting. All of them. I went to a BLM protest together. All of us. We're all next to each other. You know? When it came out, there's underground strip clubs everywhere in New York City for the past year and a half, and people get lap dance fingers and asses. No one says anything. You know?
Well, luckily, listen, man. Here's the thing.
People are like, "Oh, they were next to each other."
Yeah, but here's the thing.
And people are so fucking stupid. If you hate your life, just shut the fuck up and worry about your own life, man. Just don't worry about. You know what I mean? Like, stop.
But here's the one cool thing on Diablos. Then it's the only part you're ever gonna find out about underground strip clubs and finger up their asses with no problem.
Yeah.
So
at
least people are still having fun during coronavirus, man, and that's all that matters. So
it's sad. It's sad that people. Hardcore used to be punk rock, should be like against the government. Now it's like, oh, you have this and that. It's like, Jay, you gotta understand. These people are fucking like weak-minded people. They're making the world. They're making all these kids such pussies that one day Canada's gonna walk in. If we're so weak and whacking out in the United States, the Canada's gonna walk in one day and be like, bitch slap us. You mean we can't be weak. You can't be weak. You know what happens when you're weak? Then your country gets taken over by whack countries. Sorry.
Well, shout out to all the bands that played. Murphy's Law, Madball, Wisman Chains, Cousin Joe, Black and Blue.
Murphy's Law,
Jimmy G. I'm psyched that happened. So I'm excited that listen, whatever anyone's opinion, I'm glad a show fucking happened. That's all I'll say. I want to also talk about too. So the one thing you have heard us mention on this podcast fucking like numerous times, probably for over a year now, I think. And it's finally out. Came out on Cinco de Mayo. Spick.
Yes, guys, listen.
So finally, again, right? I mean, listen, this thing, how many times we have talked about this? I mean, it feels like
this album has been such a great album to work with. For a couple of years, we worked on it. 3 years.
It's been a long journey, yeah, for sure.
Journey, and dealing with Big Lito and Joe Fatal. It's so happy this thing's out because now it's working. Before we want to kill each other. Like, it's so crazy that these guys are my friends. And I swear to God, I want to fucking choke the shit out of Joe Fatal. So Big Lito too. Big Lito and I want to fucking beat down Joe Fatal after every fucking session. Every studio session. We're like, yo, fuck this nigga up, bro. But yo, so check it out. Let me talk. It came out on Cinco de Mayo on yesterday.
Yep.
And it's out on Bandcamp digitally, right now, because somehow it got fucked up on Spotify. I don't know. I don't do this shit. I can't even do a podcast right.
Damn, they should have brought me in, man, on that.
But it's out on Bandcamp right now.
Okay. Well, we're gonna have the links above that.
Devil Rats Records
is
Bandcamp,
and that is coming out on. There's a physical product for that too, right?
Right now, you can pre-order the physical product. Go www. Just go to devilrats.com. Devilrats.com. And you can pre-order the CD and the vinyl dropping.
Sick.
And you got music bundles.
Awesome. And then we were supposed to see the Street CD was supposed to come out, but you said you had a little bit of an announcement for that. Again, this is why I encourage everybody to subscribe our YouTube, because you really need to see his disappointment in what he's about to share with us.
Disappointment? I'm going to tell you something like this. Right? I'm going to break this down.
All right.
My whole life, no matter what release I ever had, always something fucked up.
The curse.
Listen, I'm telling you, no matter what, I call that karma. I'd rather have that than getting fucking stabbed all the time. So this should have happened. Big release. All right. It happened to me. When Joshua was managing me and Suburban Noise put out the thing, somehow Suburban Noise put out the mix, the other mixes, not the mixes that were supposed to hear. It was like, it was mastered, but it was like mixed. They mastered the whack mixes. I mean? So 3,000, they had to destroy 3,000 CDs.
Holy fuck.
Now I was with Skinhead Rob. Because I was a Skinhead Rob, MQ, GMS, and Peter Green. And I was like, let's go. MQ had this F-150 old pickup truck. We went there. I went into the garbage of Suburban Noise and grabbed all 3,000 CDs and took them out. Oh. And I sold them on the road. So I'm saying.
Yo, that's great.
When you get lemons, you make lemonade. Right?
Yep.
So the same thing happened to International Hardcore Superstar. It was supposed to come out Showtime, and it never. So we did a cover. Don't You Want Me, Baby? And basically they said, oh, it was good. Then the people who owned the Human League were like, we don't like Danny Diablo's character, and they say you can't use the thing. I was like, yo, and they made 15,000 CDs, so they had to destroy all 15,000 CDs. And I was like, first of all, I felt really bad because I love the Human League, that song. And they dissed me. And I didn't want my character. You know what I mean? So I was like, I'll find these niggas in England and fuck this up, especially the girl, punch her in the face, blah, bitch.
No, you would never do that.
And it was the Swifter. They did the Swifter.
They did.
Yeah. And they're like, you can't have Danny Diablo singing this shit, and they'll take our money back. You know what I mean? No one's hear Danny Diablo singing on a song. You know what I mean? So fucking.
And the video, I remember the video.
It really hurt me. You know what I mean?
I remember the video.
I would never hit a woman.
This is why they didn't let you sing it.
But the video.
I'll shake the shit out of one. I'll shake the shit out of my girl right now.
The video concept for that was. The video concept for that video.
Hold on, Jay, that was funny, Jay.
I know. Listen, but the video concept for that single was supposed to be cool. Remember, you had like a whole video for that and shit.
Yeah. Yeah. So we had to take that whack video,
yeah,
for a whack song.
And I remember.
You remember? I did the song with my that just is the song, but the song is second choice. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we had to cut that whack we had to do a video that was dope with me and White Lion. Give me a chance, but we had to put the whack in.
Sorry.
Oh, hater. That's some hate.
Yo.
Some brutal fighting. Oh, exactly. Hey, you know what? But that song is gonna be about you, baby.
I'm so nauseous. I don't know why.
Holy shit.
Shout out my girl Storm, keeping it real in the back. I love it.
So listen, I fucked up. Always have to. Even working with Stillborn, with Jamie, he would forget something and fucked it all up.
Well, listen, I think you have often said on this show, the curse, the New York hardcore curse. And
New York hardcore curse follows me, but you know what? Can I say something? I was so angry. So I called Donnie up, and I was like, Donnie! And I was like, I'm not mad at you. You try to take care of it. Basically, they said on the artwork, Force 5, they said you can't put CD on the artwork. It has to be called digitally the Triz. Because CD, it's some legal thing that says CD on it, and people might this compact disc to buy. And I was like, are you fucking, is it digital? Fucking, we don't sell compact discs.
Oh, I see. Oh, no. They're saying one of the retailers rejected it because it says it is what it is, right?
So wherever
you would have to put mixtape, I think is what it is, right?
Yeah, listen, wherever we changed it.
So when,
and
what's...
And they won't hit them back with date.
Yo, it's okay. I'm just gonna say really quick. Y'all hear this, and you know what I do. So someone should have called, but I'm just gonna leave it at that. And it's all good. It's all good. No, I know.
Poor Donnie has to deal with me. Shout out to the DRP.
No, listen. Shout out the DRP. He's the man. We were talking, and listen, Donnie's good at all that shit. I'm just saying, anybody knows if you guys need a hand, I'm always here for you, especially for you. So,
so you can pre-order the Street CD Volume Number 3, aka the Triz. If you go to DannyDiabloMerch.com, hit up, you can pre-order and you get a bundle, 3 bundles with New York hardcore streetwear shirts, also beanies, stickers, pins, patches, and also a shirt just made for the release called the Danny Diablo Dollars Make Sense shirt. It's a graffiti shirt, and that's the shirt that we're pushing with the bundles.
All right, so, sick, man.
Go buy my merch. Get a bundle. Force 5, baby.
All right, sick, man. So we're gonna have links for all that shit. I also want to shout out everybody who checked out the episode with Lou from Sick of It All. We got a lot of positive feedback. Thank you everybody who has been subscribing to the show, rating us on Apple Podcasts, all that shit, man. We feel the love. We got a good show for you guys tonight. I'm gonna get our guest on right now, so give me a second.
Sure.
I have known this guest for a few years, and I'm so excited to have watched his career grow and to finally see people recognize what an awesome musician and artist that this dude is. So I want to welcome a good friend of mine, Jay Peta from Mindforce.
What up, guys? What up, Jay? What up, Danny?
Yo, Jay, thanks for joining us, man. So, Jay, for the people that don't know you, obviously, like... I always feel like everybody's familiar with Mindforce, but there's a lot of people who might not know. Give a quick little elevator pitch on the band and how it started and what's it all about.
And where you're from and stuff.
Okay, yeah. So we're from all over the Hudson Valley, upstate New York, and we grew up taking the train down to the city and seeing shows and shit. And it's crazy. We actually started the band in our 30s, in our mid 30s, and we just wanted to do some shit we grew up loving, like crossover shit, very thrash influence, death metal influence, but also specific to regional, like New York hardcore crossover shit,
Like very, very leeway influence. Just like,
man. Yeah. That's our main influence. We love them, man.
It's cool. When I heard it, it's like it's cool to hear stuff like that. I hear you guys. I hear a little bit like Exodus in there too. Also,
yeah, totally.
So it's cool, man. The guitars are dope.
Yo, Mike is crazy. That and the Exodus, the thrash shit is all Mike. It's all Mike. He's heavy into that. Heavy.
Yeah, Mike is such a shredder, man. So like I said, I've been following. I known Jay from before, so a couple of bands back. Jay had actually come. He had come by the Stillborn office a bunch of times too while you were there. So like, he had been through there and stuff. So I've been really excited to see people find out about Mindforce, dude. Especially now, it just seems like really shit's popping. Jay, you guys just released a new split with Dead Heat. Tell us a little bit about that release.
Yeah, well, we actually recorded that in like 2018.
Oh shit,
2018, a while ago, and it came out on like a limited run, and nothing really went with it. It kind of like, we did a little with it, but it didn't really get noticed. It kind of went to the wayside, and a little after that, we got signed to Triple B, and we put out a few records.
Shout out Sam.
Yeah, and Sam was just like, shout out Sam, and Sam was just like, hey, you want to do that Dead Heat split? It never really got what it deserved. So, we were like, yeah, whatever you want to do, Sam, So he did it, and it looks great. It's he redid the art. He did a bunch of different colors, vinyl, and I think it's almost sold out. But I got to be honest, I'm not sure exactly.
Yeah, we got copies for our shop, man. Yeah, and kids have really been feeling it, man. So. Jay, talk a little bit about the record that, obviously like the first one I talked to E about and kind of the one that everybody knows about, dude, Excalibur, man. Like that was really the record that sort of put the band on. So E go ahead.
That's the one you were really pushing out. You're like, yeah, hear this shit. That was dope. It was dope.
Yeah, that's sick, man. That's cool to hear you say that because like I was telling you before the show, you're a huge influence on Mindforce and everything I do musically over the years.
Thank you, brother.
But so much respect and praises. But
yeah, so like
that
into that record,
we recorded. I think we started recording that in 2018. I had fucked up my back at a show real bad, like real bad. I don't know if you guys ever dealt with like sciatica pain and that shit. God. Fuck. Yeah, that shit's crazy.
The nerves just go down to your foot, right to your ankles.
Yeah, one day it wasn't so bad, and then like a couple days later you can't walk. You know what I mean? And so I was dealing with that shit, and most of the songs are about my recovery process during that time. Like Excalibur is, it's kind of like just it sounds crazy and weird, but just like envisioning, your motivation and drive to get back on your feet as a fucking sword. You could cut through, get everybody with or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, it's
on crazy shit. Yeah. So, we recorded that, and then Jay, Danny, right after we recorded it, I think we played maybe 2 shows, and our guitar player Mike, fucking driving home from work, head-on collision. He almost died.
Horrible, man.
Crazy.
What happened to him?
They kind of like rebuilt his foot, his leg. He kind of learned to walk again. It took a long time. It took like 6 months before we played a show, but we really couldn't like play out for the album, because Mike was so hurt. But, the hardcore scene banded together, especially around here. They did a big GoFundMe and whatnot, and they got him, he's back on his feet. He's doing good. He's like got like, he's like RoboCop, his leg. He's got like metal in there and shit. Yeah, he's like, yeah, he's like, he's. Yeah. Yeah. He's he's like cyborg. But he's killing. He's back on his feet. We started playing shows again.
Do when you guys travel now, do the other guys in the band like sit away from you guys?
They should. Yeah, they should. Yeah.
Oh, sick.
Yeah. But and we traveled around. We played some shows, and it's been a dream, man. We'd be doing this whether anybody cared or not. So the fact that we're older and people care you pinch yourself. It's crazy, man.
Well, I think that's what's cool, dude. As you're like as a friend and a fan to see, man. Like we always talk about like when. We were at Stillborn doing Joss's label. I had wanted to work with Jay. He was in a different band, so it was like him and all his group of friends were always so talented. And it was like it was cool to finally see, because Living Laser, the band previously from Mindforce, isn't super far away from that.
No,
but
and even some of the same members.
It was cool to see, like, when Mindforce came out, it kind of seemed like, oh shit, all right, everything locked in. It was like the right label,
it did.
Shout out again to Triple B for really, like, putting that together and building a, kind of like an audience for that. So it's cool. Jay, one of the other interesting things that I think that you did, I think it came out right at the start of the pandemic with one of our friends, with Aaron from Death Threat, as a hip hop based project called Pillars of Ivory.
Oh, that was another one, Jay. But all right, cool. All
right. Tell us a little bit about that, because to me, I know that you and Aaron are very close, but how'd the idea for that come together? I mean, I know you're a huge hip hop fan for sure.
Big time.
But talk a little bit about that, man.
Well, and Aaron too. Me and Aaron. I love hip hop just as much as I love hardcore so much. I mean, I just. It's my first love. I love it. And when Aaron moved, Aaron was living on the West Coast, I believe in California. And when he moved back home, he moved not too far away from the forests of the Hudson Valley. And we started hanging out. He makes great pizza.
Yeah.
I make pizza, not as good as him, but he's like a pizza Jedi. So he was showing me stuff. And we hang out, smoking mad weed and shit. And we just came up with the idea for Pillars of Ivory. We wanted to do like a hip-hop hardcore project, but we wanted to do a little different than it's been done in the past with like the hip-hop side heavier than the hardcore side. You know what I mean? And where like only hardcore songs pop up. And we came up with these crazy ideas to put it on one track and all this weird shit, sing about weird shit. And, went to the wayside for a while. We did some more Mindforce shit. Mindforce recorded Swinging Swords. And we hooked up with Jack from Age of Apocalypse. If nobody knows that band, please check them out. They're dope. They're like on some like serious heavy metal shit. And it's been great. We did it. We recorded it. And we put out 2 demos. And we just put out a full length on Triple B. It's been dope.
All right, cool.
It's a really creative project. I got to get E to listen to a little bit more of that, because actually we got to get E on one of those a feature next time, man.
You say the word, Danny.
How about we put something out on Jay's?
I would
Jay's
do that in a
label.
second.
You say the word.
Like 4-song EP. We just do some crazy shit. I'm down.
Make some beats. We'll sample some crazy shit.
Yeah, man. I would love to see Danny do something like that. So Jay, when prior to the pandemic, did Mindforce? I know obviously you can't. You guys don't tour full time or anything, but you were supposed to go to Italy and stuff, right? There was some plans to do some traveling.
Yeah, man. That breaks my heart, man. I would have loved to get to Italy. We were going a place not too far away from my family's from in northern Italy, and I haven't been around the world, guys. I haven't even traveled out of the country, so.
Real?
No, man, I really have. There was one time when I was in a band in high school, we tried to play Canada. Our roadie had a record. They wouldn't let us in. They're fucked up there, and depending on what it seemed to me like depending on what you were in trouble for, they treat you a little worse or not worse,
Yeah, sometimes they make you, they'll let you in, but they'll fine you. Like a person could go in there for like a stabbing, but if you have a DUI, you don't go in. It's fucked up.
Oh, yeah. That's kind of
weird they do, but it works both ways. I heard that they wear dicks to them too on the board. So
oh yeah, okay.
That's why they do that.
That's usually as it works, right? Depends which side of the fence you're on.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd never been out of the country, so I was really excited. And to be honest with you, because I haven't done a lot of traveling, it does give me a little anxiety on the plane, when you're in the plane. But I got so excited, I was gonna do it, and the pandemic has, really made me realize what a blessing the band is to travel. And once things really start to open up, I'm everywhere, Jay, Danny. I'm everywhere. I'm going to go to Japan, wherever they want to see my dumb ass, I'll go.
Yeah.
Go. Take advantage of that, because it's like right now, I have a little situation with my passports. I can't hold my passport. But pretty soon, next year I'll be allowed to go, so I'm happy. But the thing is that I travel all the time. Today I'm going to. They booked me for a gig DJing in Dallas, Texas. I was like, babe, you been to Dallas, Texas? She goes, no. I go, we're going to Dallas then. So
that's what I'm talking about, Danny. That's really. You know, the older I get, the more I realize that's what it's all about. Using this to show the people you love the world.
You know
what I mean? I
never did that before. I never did. My thing was the Starhead. A girl wasn't allowed in the van, only if she was. You know what I mean? So there'd be no bitches. I'm sorry, guys, the world. I can't say that. No bitches in the van, only if But now I go with my girl everywhere. I bring my girl everywhere, and so I go all these countries all over the world. And then I'll be like, I'll stay there for 3 days extra, or like Paris, France. It was her birthday. I took her to Paris, and treat her like I'm treated like the king out there wherever I go. So it's
That's
cool.
Beautiful.
You know?
That's beautiful.
And I come back home, and then she's like, "Shut the fuck up."
I know that one. But when we went out, our first show back from when Mike got hurt.
Yeah.
We played Sound and Fury in California, and I brought my wife and daughter. And guys, it was so wild.
The videos,
surreal.
The videos for that were fucking insane.
Yeah, and then to look over on the side of stage, my daughter's there. Like, wow, this guy's a big shot here. Or something. I couldn't believe it, man. It just really touched my heart, man. So
yeah, and really cool. And I think too, man, that goes back to like what I was saying, man. As a friend and a fan, dude, to see people recognize like. Dude, not just you, but how much talent in the Hudson Valley there has always been, dude. Like, shout out to Zov and Trip Machine and all these people, dude, who've been Out War, Mike Score, all these dudes, man, who've been doing this thing for a long time. And I think that's
bands like that.
Yeah, it's super, super fucking cool, man. So, that's been sick. So, Jay, what else you guys working on? Is there new music coming from Mindforce, or what's like the next thing? Are you gonna do some more? I mean, it seems like because you also got I got to shout out my boy Tom Sheehan, man. I cannot forget that you and him just released Colossus, dude. One of my favorite.
I play drums in Colossus.
Oh,
yeah,
cool.
yeah,
man,
I love that.
One of a favorite. And you know what's cool, dude, is like I had been encouraging Tom to just do new music for a long time, man. I'm a huge fan of his vocals. So
he's a cool guy.
Yeah,
too.
He's cool, dude. We had him on our show, and shout out Axe to Grind, and like I'm so happy that you got him to do new music, dude. Because
you guys should go on Axe to Grind. Speaking of Axe to Grind,
I've been on, but the day
you should go on there.
I went on, and the day that we were supposed to go, Danny ate a bunch of acid and didn't show up. So
acid,
yeah. So the episode is.
I couldn't leave the house by my poor girl.
He was bugging out, dude.
I understand. I understand. I understand completely.
No, my bad.
Hey, if you're gonna miss anything, that's the way.
Yeah, and you know what was it was.
I think that's a pretty nice miss.
And dude, luckily all those guys know Ezak, so it was totally on brand that he didn't show up. So I was like, it made for a great episode.
It's almost better. Yeah. That's great, man.
So Jay, one of the things I like to ask our guests too, especially just because of that, is like, what are you like? You're obviously a fan of Ez. Like, what are some of the first memories of seeing like Scarhead and Crown of Thorns and shit? Or just like
some of my earliest memories. That's why I think Crown of Thorns was such a big influence, is because it was one of the first 8 hardcore bands I ever heard. I grew up in a fucking hick-ass, small-ass town on Route 22 called Dover Plains. We were probably, it was, we only got...
What's the closest big city by you? I went to big area.
Poughkeepsie, Newburgh.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
What's the homeboys
Juan.
Shadows Fall old band. Overcast.
Yeah, they're sort of by here. They're like by Western Mass, right on the line. Yeah.
Crown Thorns was big. They were playing a lot.
Oh yeah. That's one of my earliest memories, is seeing Crown of Thorns at the Chance in Poughkeepsie, and maybe
What's his name? What's his name?
Juan?
No.
Frank.
Frank.
Yeah. The big dude.
Yeah.
Right. He was. Yeah. He was all jacked. But I saw you guys. It was either 97 or 98. I think I want to say I saw you with this band Turmoil.
Oh yeah, I remember Turmoil.
It was fucking crazy. Turmoil was fucking you. They were the first dudes to dress all in black. They like, you know what I'm talking about?
Okay, yeah,
like,
on that metal shit.
I mean,
So yeah, emotional metal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were big,
But they're a dope band. They're a dope band.
Heavy metal guitars were fucking crazy.
Sick. Some weird time signatures. So, you know, I was always into everything, even then, and I was excited to see Crown of Thorns because I have been listening to you guys for so long, and then, you know, when you were out in the middle of fucking nowhere where we live, you had to wait to see a band, you know. So I was excited, and you know, we all went off, and also Scarhead. So I love Scarhead.
Yeah,
and,
Scarhead is a lot of fun.
Scarhead is a big influence on one of my other side projects called Out for Justice. Shout out Out for Justice. And we wanted to cover. If shows come back, we want to cover a Scarhead song.
Please do.
But we argue about which one. So I don't know.
You'll have to get Danny probably on an Out for. We'll have to tell Lumpy just get him on an Out for Justice track or something too.
I mean, Lumpy would be definitely down.
Yeah,
but, I'm down.
Yo, but there's actually, like, I remember I had going to see Scarhead. I had going to see Crown of Thorns, and you know, I love this Scarhead 7-inch. I love all the Crown of Thorns shit. And you guys got signed to Victory, and I was like, oh shit, I gotta go pick this up. So I went to you remember the Wall that they used to Wall CD store? They didn't have them in a lot of places, but
oh my god, yes, yeah, I know the Walls.
They haven't been around in forever. But I went there, and yeah, I was a little fucking kid.
We were in the used bin for $5.
No, that had just come out, and the Victory shit you could get in some like bigger stores. You know, the Victory shit at that time was popping.
Yeah.
So I got it right, and I open it, and I'm fucking so pumped, and I open it up, and I look at one of the pictures, and I fucking see myself. I'm in one of the.
Oh, I gotta find that and put it over this.
Album. Doing a stage dive right next to Danny.
Yo, that's awesome.
I got like, yeah. So
I was like, the world to someone, you know what I mean?
Dude, as a fucking kid,
that means the world.
I ran down to the kitchen. I got on the phone with the cord. Ding. I call everybody. I'm in the fucking Scarhead seat, bitch. I was so pumped. So that's, you know. That's pretty cool. I'll see if I can find it, and I'll send it to you, Jay.
Yeah,
please,
man.
We'll edit it in.
I would love to. Yeah, I would love to.
Yo, I mean, you know that I made it. You can tell me shit. I'm stage diving in the pig.
That's cool.
You know, so that's one of my earliest Crown of Thorns Scarhead memories, man.
Yeah, that is cool.
And that music means so much to me. I mean, Crown of Thorns. With my latest project, Pillars of Ivory, even Crown of Thorns is a big influence on that. So
thank you. It means a lot.
Yeah, we're gonna have Aaron on soon, man. We've been dying to have Aaron on.
You gotta have Aaron on.
We're gonna have him on.
He's a good guy. I can't wait to fuck with him.
Yeah.
Love Aaron, man. So Jay, what's next for Mindforce, dude? Now that things are coming up, you were saying, so hopefully, man, there'll be tons of show opportunities because I think obviously, dude, the world should see Mindforce for sure, man. And dude, like you said, getting to go to like Japan, Australia, Italy, all those cool spots would be so sick.
Australia, Australia, everybody tells me that all you're doing is riding in the van for 10 hours between the shows. I don't need that on my back, but I mean, other places, yeah. But yeah, yo, Jay, I'll be honest. Writing and recording Excalibur was, it was fun, but it was also such a pain in the ass that I didn't ever want to write a full length again. But right now we're writing a second follow up to Excalibur.
Sick.
I mean, it's the first time really saying it, but I mean, Mike's got these crazy riffs. It must be after he got, you know how a superhero, they get into a bad accident, it gives him the powers.
It was like the riff.
It's a titanium leg.
Yeah.
Titanium leg.
He gave me these powers, and he writes even sicker riffs. So I said, we got to do another one.
Yo, Jay, speaking of just writing the riffs, do you, because I don't know if you had mentioned it before that you play drums, and for those who don't know, you're a fucking amazing drummer. Do you write the drums on the Mindforce stuff with, or?
We come up with a lot of the drum parts all together, even Mike. You know, sometimes when he has a riff, he'll come and be like, yo, I have this drum part in my head, and he'll explain it. And then other times we kind of all come up with it together. And then sometimes, you know, I do have, you know, sometimes, you know, I think a lot more people do this than they admit, but I write a lot of the shit with my mouth, just like, Mike, go, da, 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 you know.
Yeah.
And, you know, I know it sounds silly. Some of the most popular songs got written that way, Jay.
Yeah.
It's silly, but
very Scarhead.
You know, and but you need a sick guitar player. Like Mike is so sick, he can understand the gibberish and play a riff. You know, so we're lucky to have.
And then how much of that? And again, for those who haven't heard the records, I definitely encourage people to listen to it because the production on those is fucking sick. Like,
it's dope.
Yeah, who does? Shout out the engineer and the producer on those because those records sound so.
Where did you record the Excalibur one?
2 dudes. We recorded it with Will from Restraining Order. I don't know if you guys know that band.
Wow, Restraining Order, I love. I know Keith.
Yeah. Will, he has a studio in Western Mass, Gate 4 Studios. We track there, and then lately we've been tracking there, and Arthur Rizik's been mixing and mastering it, and he's fucking ill, man. I mean, he's done. I mean, we knew about him from the Power Trip stuff and countless other metal shit, man. The War Hungry shit. I mean, he kills it behind the boards.
Yeah, because those again, man, I encourage those anyone who has not heard especially if you're a guitar guy, like fucking Mike's tone and shit on those is just like. Right, E, like especially on like Excalibur.
I tell you, it's like there's certain bands that like when I hear the way it's cool because when you hear when your vocals also is cool because the way you go at things. It's very Eddie Leeway, but in the way you like how you encounter like writing those riffs. So like it's dope.
Thank you, man.
You go in and out. You know, like,
I know. Thank you. That means a lot. And shout out Eddie Leeway. I know he's fighting a battle right now.
Yeah.
Much love. Shout out Eddie Leeway.
When shit gets back to normal, man, we got to see a Crown of Thorns or a Scarhead Mindforce show.
Dude, anytime.
The next Diablo Fest, I want to get Mindforce.
Oh hell
anytime. Yeah. Danny, say the word, we'll be there, man.
Okay, you guys definitely get you guys on that.
Hell yeah, man. So
I wanted to go. Yo, I don't remember. One time, didn't you guys have MOP?
That was a couple years ago, yeah.
That's fucking sick, dude. I remember I wanted. Why couldn't I go? I don't remember why I didn't end up at that. But me and my wife, MOP's my wife's shit. We want that. What was that like there? How'd that go over?
It's so crazy because the whole weekend's all fucking crazy. But it was cool. It was cool. I'm friends with Fame. So it was cool.
That's crazy.
It's just cool to see like they did a thing. I love MOP. Like especially being hardcore kids, like you all automatically love MOP, Onyx, the hard shit.
That delivery. Yeah.
Plus Onyx has a thing with the hardcore scene. I was in the videos and Biohazard the songs with them, so it's cool. Queens, so it's cool to see MOP guys are from Brooklyn and Fame is mad cool. But shit. I tell you, I went to Aaron's house. And I hear Danny. I'm like, what the fuck is happening? It's Fame in the middle of the street. I live over here. He lives right down the block from Aaron.
Wow, man.
Then I'm like, all right, peace. I walked down the block. I bumped into Nems. Nem's homeboy lives across the street. I was like, yo, what the fuck's going on over here? It's funny, but it's cool. When you bump into people and realize these people, like all three of us are bumping into each other, we're all like, we look like fucking bums on the street. And people love our music.
Man.
Us talk. They'd be like, what the fuck?
I'd like to hear a record with you three legends.
Oh, that would be sick.
I'd like to hear that record.
No, those guys are fucking amazing.
I'd like to hear.
Like Fame is fucking has his own style and hard, and Nem's just fucking ridiculous. He's
dope.
His shit is fucking one of the most realest motherfuckers out there.
Dope.
I'm glad both of them are doing that shit, and both of them are on top of the game in music and life. So God bless both of them.
Danny, I heard you just say, were you in the Onyx Biohazard video?
Yeah. The Slam video.
Oh shit! What was that? What was that like? What was your memories of that?
It was like 90. It was 92, and we were on tour with Singapore Biohazard, and we were in Compton right after the riots.
Holy fuck.
Whoa!
And it was us, Onyx, and with the Slam. The part was me minus. I don't know who else was there. Toby, Toby.
Yeah.
We were chilling, but driving by, there were like Bloods and people were driving by, and then Onyx guys. All I remember was like people a little on edge. He's like, one guy.
I'm like, all right, guys, have fun with the music shoot. I'm out of here.
One guy was talking to us, and he was the guy working in the garage. He was like, people, when the riots broke out, people were raping people in the middle of the street. People were killing people.
That's fucked
it was
up.
like, if you had a grudge against someone, you saw the guy, you shot the guy in the face. It was like shit like that.
Flawless.
A lot of shit we don't know about.
Yeah.
He was like, it's crazy, But I met the nicest people out there, and then I moved out to California like later on, like 12 years later. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
Cool. I met
So
many good people out there. I always say like it's going back out there. Then you're fans of people like Everlast. I was fans of Everlast, Danny Boy, Muggs, and became best friends with them. You know? So,
I got a
Joe's
soul.
got to say he's got a soul assassin
right
now.
Shout out to Muggs, my brother.
Yeah,
Muggs.
Legends, man. That's
we had Muggs on a couple.
The music, it's all about music. That's all I'm trying to say. I met these dudes through music. That's what I'm saying.
That's incredible. That's incredible.
Well, and that's
that's
what's one of the coolest things about the hardcore and hip hop, man, is like how intertwined it is, like how crazy it is that like E was on like an Onyx video that like Jay, you and I watched growing up, and now we're talking.
Oh my God, yeah,
show. You know what I mean? It's just like
people don't understand. People like you guys understand because you guys know who I am about. But like Europe and Japan, like at first they really don't understand. They think that like me and Freddie, we just know each other from music. No, we're friends before music. We're friends.
Yes.
And me and Hoy were friends. Then we got into music. We're street kids, man. We did
yes.
We're like I'll do this when we go to the shows. You mean like how hard can it be? Roger does it really, so we're like, he can do it.
That's wild, man.
You know what I mean? So
And
that's come on, I'll play bass. You know? So that's how it was. You know? But we're street like when people say we're street kids. So when people say people understand this like rap is such a it's all fake. And most real person, they're real, but most of these rappers are all like image or it's songs like it's not like that all the time. But I'm who I am. But everyone knows there's a certain thing that can flip any second. You know what I mean? So that's why you know what I mean? But that's why I never play. Hey, what's up? What are you looking at? I'm like, hey, I'm happy. But that's the problem with people. People think just because they're hardcore guys, they're suckers, or they do punk rock. I'm telling you right now, you learn a lot. Like when you go on the West Coast, all those fucking essays still listen to rap. They listen to fucking Morrissey. You know what I mean? So
wow, that's wild.
And Morrissey was like, fucking kill that motherfucker. He can have anyone killed. All these gang members that killed him. You know what I mean?
Oh my God, I can listen to these stories forever, man. That's wild.
Yo, that's wild.
It's fucked up.
You're just always yourself, man, and that's why you shine. I think
that's
great.
But music it's sometimes when people lives are gone and they affect it. All they have left in the world is the music, and sometimes I listen to the music. I'm like, oh man, at least he left his mark, she left his mark with the music. So so what I try to do is go in the studio and create as much as possible because tomorrow's never promised. You sound like a fucking
Ivory song, yeah.
You're right, man.
Well, record because one day you're not gonna be here, but your music will.
Yeah.
That's wild. Yeah, that's a wild thought, and it's so real and true. Facts. I mean,
when it's even think about that, like something like you were saying before. Luckily, nothing happened to Mike, and he was able to recover. But imagine, luckily,
God forbid.
Yeah, God forbid, But at least he would have left behind some fucking riffs and shit, Whereas fucking some people don't even get the chance to get content out or any output.
Yeah,
how many people listen, how many guys we know? Seriously, look.
Yeah,
we know are the dopest guitar players in the world, but people think because they're good they can't. It's you have to get along with other people.
Yep.
You have to fucking. It's married to 5 different people. You know what I mean?
Oh, it's so wise. Yeah, I really do.
The guys who are great guitarists and dicks, you know what they do for a living? They work at Sam Ash.
Yeah.
Yo, I hate those music store motherfuckers.
Those are the guys when I walk in, and they're like, "Oh, what do you need? Look at this balloon." I'm like, "Yo, I'm going to Japan tomorrow. Give me the fucking stupid fucking. Give me a fucking strings and shut the fuck up. I don't even know what my guitar is. Give me the strings and shut the fuck up.
Yeah, give me the strings. I'm going to Japan for a riff I made with my mouth. Fuck you. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Fuck, man.
Yeah.
Man, I love that. So, well, yo, Jay, listen, before we let you go, man, I want to thank you so much, dude, for sharing your time. Quick shout out where everybody can find out about the band and you on Instagram. Give the handles.
Social media.
I mean, go to Triple B Records, Instagram, websites, and you'll find.
I'll have everything up here.
I'm not good at that stuff.
No, I'll have all the links up here. Shout out Sam, Triple B, man. One of my favorite labels. And like I said, we always carry your guys' stuff. You know that at the shop, man. We got a lot of love for you, dude. I'm gonna make sure that we plug the Pillars of Ivory full length because that's available for pre-order now. So
thank you.
Everybody, make sure you guys check out everything that Jay is doing. I want to thank him so much for sharing his time.
Much love and respect, guys. Danny, all the respect in the world. Jay, all the respect.
Yeah,
much
shout
love.
out, dude. Thank you so much.
Much love. All right, guys. Take care.